sensitive? Why everybody so sensitive? Does anybody even give? We feeling babies up with medicine. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, sipping on juice, sitting in the coupe, thinking about school, thinking about you. Come through, sniffing on blue, sniffing on.
Hey, what's good, everybody? What's good? It's Duke Mohead, HYLO Art. And I want to say, please like, share, subscribe to all things HYLO Art. Also, I forgot to say it earlier, but make sure y'all download The Sunflower by Rob Savage. It's on all streaming platforms. Go get that for us, please. And if you don't follow us, you're going to miss out on some dope interviews. We got another one in line, too, with a very special guest today who goes by the name of...
They call me TERRACE, CHEVY, REVIES.
Hey, y'all give it up for Chevy. All right. So, bro, first of all, thank you for coming, man. Appreciate you putting it all together. I'll talk about that a little later in the interview, but I appreciate everything you do for us, for HYLO Art, man, behind the scenes. But before we go any further, I want you to look at this camera right here and tell the people what it is that you do.
All right. My name is CHEVY REVIES. I'm a road manager, tour manager, work behind the scenes. I'm a co-owner of Musician Taylor, LLC.
All right, for sure. And he being humble with it, but appreciate that, man. He didn't mention, but he also my mentor too. So y'all give it up for that, man. He my mentor. So, and you know what? If y'all, it's a lot of things that HYLO Art get credit for. That was his ideas. Just any little thing you can think of, you be like, oh man, that's dope. Why y'all doing that? It'd be something he mentioned to me to do, recommend, and we always do it. It always work out. So appreciate that, man. How you get started, bro? Tell the people how you got started.
All right. I've been around music all my life. I'm from Mississippi, of course, home of the blues, home of American music, if you already know. I used to rap myself back in the days. Had state-to-state mixtape where I used to put artists together on one mixtape from all different states. And after that, figured out like, man, I'm about to be 30, not gonna be rapping no more, all over stage, tripling from it over my word. So I decided to work behind the scenes and become a road manager for artists.
Okay, all right, so that's dope, man. We appreciate that. So, thank you for your service. Hey, you're a fellow veteran, man. I'm sorry, I skipped right over that, but thank you for your military service.
Oh, thank you too.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Thank you for
all the veterans in the house, Fort Jackson.
Who are some of your biggest influences and inspirations to get you to do what you do now?
I got to start with my parents. Growing up in Mississippi, music is life. All right, so that's one set. Kinfolk over there, Darrell Twin Smith. Yeah. All right, that's another one. He keeps me up on all the old school. Anytime I need you hear a song, you be like, man, what's that sample? I don't need to go to Shazam. I can call him. He know right off the bat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he was around before Shazam, so all that, you know what I'm saying? You can look by the gray hair too. So. Yeah,
at least he still got it.
right. But influences, Outkast, sure. NWA, Public Enemy, Marvin Gaye. There's a variety. Like, I'm all over with it. If it sounds good, I'm with it. Okay. So, yeah.
All right, bet, man. So, with that, like we asked this question earlier from his standpoint. Tell us about grinding. ENT, man. Talk to us about that.
So grinding in the T, that's like I say, he started that back in Columbia, Mississippi before my time. But we kind of collabed because we were trying to figure out how can we help these artists. So he always helped artists come to the studio. Even when I was rapping, he let us come there for free, rap for free, no charge, till we figured out what we were gonna do. So as we progressed in the military, we both went our separate ways. Then we came back together after we retired. So he started a studio. He moved to Atlanta, started a studio. So we kind of worked hand in hand with Grinding the T and Musician Taylor. So,
speaking of Musician Taylor, then tell us about that, man. What's that about?
Like I say, Musician Taylor was started between me and my cousin. So we saw a void with artists because we was all getting caught. People called me all the time. Hey man, I need help with this. I hate your help. Shout out to Lily Bad, the queen of the city.
Oh yeah, shout out. Her. Pleasure to meet you, and thank you for being in the building too.
Yeah. Columbia, South Carolina on right there. I work with everybody, so we were trying to fill this void. All right, we know we love music. We retired. What can we do? So this is Musicians Taylor was born so we can help artists consult, help them go in the right direction with their paperwork, start their own companies, and just anytime they need any questions, any advice, they can call us. We're on standby, like the 82nd Airborne.
Hey, for sure. Hey, yeah. But shout out to y'all for that, man. I appreciate it. And y'all definitely fill that void well, man. People don't even know how big or how much smaller that void is, especially in in the HYLO Art world. So you mentioned 82nd, in Fort Bragg and all that Army terms. So how does your prior military experience help you in the roles that you play right now in the entertainment industry?
It's a gift and a curse, because some of y'all be wanting to choke out.
Don't do it.
I ain't gonna even lie. It's a gift and a curse. Not y'all in here, but people that way. But it helps me. It keeps me disciplined. It keeps me focused. A lot of the systems that we use that I kind of like transfer them over to the music side, and it helps me keep me on track to help others.
Okay. Dope. Yeah. I always say, and I appreciate you introducing me to First Sergeant right there, because I'll be telling some of my old soldiers and stuff. I'm like, man, if I had like 4 First Sergeant, I don't want to get too far down, but in the Army you get like these platoon sergeants who is the kind of in between the street. They think they are anyway. They your mix between the soldiers and I guess the upper echelon, but then you got the first sergeants in there too. But I always say, man, if I had me about 4 platoon sergeants or 4 first sergeants, man, me and Chris would have probably been billionaires in like 3 years, man. Yeah. It's something serious when it comes to just the power of the military and you guys, man. So I definitely appreciate that.
I didn't mean that. One good thing about the military and how it transfer over, as you see, my cousin, he's my business partner, and me and that guy Housey right there, he's from Columbia, South Carolina too.
Thank you.
Me and him used to get a lot of trouble for a while. But at the same time, also it's another veteran back there. I don't know her name. I just met her, but at the same time.
Thank you for your service. I can't see you for the lights, but
yeah, as you can see, we got an Air Force veteran too. I just met. I'm sorry.
Man, we can't count. No, I'm just
trying to shout out there.
We gonna count that. We count the Air Force too. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for real.
Air Force veteran too.
Okay.
But I say all this because the military has a strong bond, and as you see, when we call each other, they come out. Yeah, for sure. So as artists, when you build your fan base, artist, producer, engineer, no matter who you are, if you have a strong fan base, they're gonna show up for you.
Yeah,
just keep that in mind.
So another thing is, I know you just went out to LA, but I ain't gonna talk too much about that right now, but you went out to the BET Awards, right? And some other stuff, some business. Yeah. And I saw Maddie in a couple of shots. Was Twin with you? Or you it's hard to get him on the road, so I don't know.
Get him, man. I had to drag him by his head.
Oh, yeah. Did he go?
Yeah, he
came. Oh, man, I had a fit. Tahoe went too?
No, he didn't go to LA.
I know here,
Yeah.
But speaking of, traveling and all this other stuff, man, you've been a lot of places, man. Combat, all that other stuff. You traveled everywhere, but in the music, on the music side of it, from an artist standpoint, or from the position you in, what is one of the best? What is a place you recommend to any artist out there to at least go and get their feet wet or network in? If you had a city that you could tell them, or a town, you should tell them, hey man, you should try to hit this spot right here if you get a chance.
All right. Well, everything needs to start homegrown. Sure. All right. I met Lily right here in Columbia, South Carolina. Then you need to circle around. So a lot of people don't realize, everybody want to come to the A. Shout out to Tahoe 404.
For sure.
Definitely come to the A-town, right? But guess what? When a record hit, it don't matter where. People come to the A, right? But then they got to come right back here to the Carolinas. So the record, if nobody don't realize, so when the record hit, everybody run to Atlanta, right? But you don't realize Atlanta got to send it to Charlotte. They got to send it to Fayetteville. They got to send it to Durham, Raleigh. Then it comes down to Columbia. Then it go to Florida. Then it come back up until this region get hot. So I would say start where you at, but definitely come to the A. But start where you at, build a buzz, because what's going to happen when you go somewhere else or when you got a record, the DJ's going to call where you from. They be like, hey, where you from? They're going to call the people there. And if they don't know about you, then it's like, okay, he or she don't do nothing in their hometown, so why should we, welcome where we at? You know what I'm saying?
So take care of home first, right? Make sure you're good. Yeah. Salute, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. So what's some current or future projects you working on right now?
I really don't work on projects like that. I'm kind of like a finished
No,
product
you can
guy.
speak of, but I mean, whatever.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
speak up what I,
but
got going on.
I thought y'all had a podcast or something coming, man. Did that go? You shelved that or?
That's on me. I'll take the hit on
Okay,
that.
because I came to I saw the whole
all right.
setup and everything.
So I'll take the hit on that
right.
one because we trying to get me to do stuff, but I always get called for tour because I'm a tour manager, road manager, all that. So that kind of had to take back seat. But I did want him to continue on to, but things get in the way, so you know how it is.
Okay.
So,
now
but I'll take the hit on that.
Yeah, so Twin, you see we recording this too, man. He
Yeah.
taking a hit. Because I remember we came to Atlanta a year ago, and I don't think we mentioned this earlier, but when we did Twin, hopefully you'll surpass him. We done did, shout out to HYLO Art. It's the first time, I'm going to give ourselves a pat on the back, Chris, but we done like almost 300 interviews, bro.
Yeah.
And, when me and you first met, I was still in the Army, so, and that was 2019, but since 2020. So since 2020, we've done almost 300 interviews. And that's just it. It ain't got nothing to do with Chris Show. But the reason I bring that up is because Twin has the most views out of all the interviews we've done, just most straight up views. He has more views of interviews than anybody. It ain't even close, man. He passed everybody. And he got like less than a year time. So hopefully, you'll pass him up, man.
No, I can't.
You can't pass? Hey,
no, because he got a twin brother.
Oh, yeah.
That's
So I got
they thinking that's his brother. That's
okay. So it's doubling up.
that's him, man.
Yeah. So that's the secret
So he
then.
cheating. He got two
you
people.
cheating,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
I was wondering now. I mean, that's
Two
man.
people in one right
Yeah,
there,
I was
man.
gonna do some type of award trying to keep it fair. Say, hey, whoever had the most views. So that's how I even went and looked and saw it. Because I said, it's gonna be unfair for the people who just started to have some. But when I looked, he was like way down there just starting, but had the most views. I'm like, dang,
Man,
shout
shout
out
out
to
to
you,
the
man.
twin down
Appreciate that. As far as HYLO Art, like I mentioned earlier, when we started out as a film. Chris and the guys was making skits on the porch and all that, and it was comedy skits. So we always like to ask people what's their favorite comedy movie of all time or movie of all time. What's yours? Life. Man.
Life.
Hey, y'all give it up, Ed.
Life.
Hey, Eddie Murphy.
Y'all already know what I'm talking about.
Bro, Eddie Murphy and,
Man, I can watch that every day.
Ice Cube and Eddie Murphy go neck and neck. It's either Friday or Life all the time.
Man, so many legends in that movie.
I know, man, but you know what? I
A lot
can't
of
even
people
lie.
didn't know Rick James was in that movie.
Rick James was in Life.
Come on, man. Y'all ain't know
I'm
Rick
today
James?
years old. Rick James was in Life.
Come on, man.
I got to read the credits. I believe you. I got to read the credits on that one. I knew Chris
man.
probably knew that. But, bro, my wife, Rhonda loves that movie, right? Short of The Color Purple, she loves Life, but I can't, I hate it. I don't watch Life a gazillion times, but I don't like it, man. I feel like, I like it, but I don't like it because they should have never went to damn prison, man. So it always just, throughout the whole movie, I'm just pissed off at the fact that they sitting in jail, innocent, bro. That just bothered me.
I'm from Mississippi. I still haven't forgave them for what they did to Ray Claude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. So it's hard for me to watch that movie.
I still ain't forgave them for that, man.
That ain't right, man. It's bullshit.
Mississippi wrong for that, man.
I mean, I love Life, but y'all, the state of Mississippi, y'all wrong for that.
Yeah,
movie.
they wrong, man.
But that's why,
Still
I do
ain't
like
forgave Mississippi for that, man.
Hey,
Come on, man.
well, we ain't gonna forgive them to you, dude, since you from there. But hey, man, if you could work with one creative, I know you work with a lot of them, but if you could work with one creative, dead or alive, other than the kin folks and the people already on the team, who would it be?
I'm gonna go with Jeezy.
Jeezy? For real?
Yeah, man.
Oh, Jeezy, okay.
You heard what T.I. said, hey, he, baby, to play me. Gonna need a track by God featuring Jesus and Jay-Z.
Okay.
Come on, man.
All right, so
Y'all
Jeezy.
remember that?
Yeah.
You know that.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
of course she know, but
Yeah, T.I. first album, man. Yeah.
shout out to Jeezy. Shout out to T.I.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, I'll let you do that, but yeah, man.
I do a verse with Jesus. You know
Yeah,
what
all
I'm
right. So look, Chevy might get on the stage and let y'all know what's up. Let y'all know he's still in there.
Right,
so
right.
salute to Jeezy, man. Hopefully we'll meet you. Come check us out. We here in Columbia. If you got
We here every Thursday.
yeah, we here every Thursday. Been here every Thursday for almost 2 years now. So y'all pull up. You got any advice for anybody out there who trying to be similar to in a position where you are a role manager, music conduit, help artists, any of that? If you got any advice for somebody who want to be in a similar position, what would it be?
I'm not gonna be cliche and say never give up, keep pushing. I mean, that's definitely something that you always got in the back of your mind. I would say find your superpower. All right, you have everything that you are able to do within. All right, can't nobody plug you in. Can't nobody do that. Can't nobody wake you up in the morning except for yourself. So find your superpower and live off that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Thank you. All right. Is there anything that we didn't cover that you want to touch on?
You know, I can't really speak on what I got.
But is anything you?
But I would say this. I want to give a shout out to HYLO Art. I want to give a shout out to this man right here. I want to give a shout out to all y'all who make this possible. Everybody who work behind the scenes. This is important. I tell him this all the time, man. Everybody want to run to Atlanta. But I'm telling you, doing these things right here, what you doing right here, I'm telling you, man, it's important. Keep doing this, man. Keep having this opportunity for artists, singers, comedians, entertainment, anybody who need to come up here. Keep having this platform. I don't care if you do it here, on the road. You should take it on the road sometime too. But I'm saying, I want to thank all y'all who make this possible.
All right, appreciate that, man. And you know, kind of like what Chris did before when Twin was up here, man. I do want to just publicly, because this is a huge opportunity for me. Just to thank you publicly. Thank you again for that, man.
Thank y'all.
Shout out to you, the whole Mississippi camp, everybody that you rock with down there, man. So I guess that's it, man. So you good?
Man. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, y'all give up my mentor, the whole team that came down tonight, man. Thank y'all, man. Give it up for Chevy.
Yeah, you can wait for me. I could get it together. Try to get my together. You can wait for me. I could get it together. Go find you one better. A serious